Hi guys, in the previous video, we discussed about how we can integrate the Codepush feature in React Native with the help of the library called React Native Hot OTA Update. But it lacked the important feature of CMS, where you can have a dashboard like Appcenter where you can see how many which bundle was sent, and then you can force the updates and on all these things. This was not available in that, but in this video, I'm going to use a library called Hot Updater, which I also mentioned in the previous one, to go through each and every step again with this particular library. And I'm going to use Excalibur to make the architecture of how React Native works and the native part works, so that you can use this solution and you can use Supabase to update or to host the JS bundle there and get all those stuff and manage everything in a CMS dashboard, all within this particular library itself. So I think I'm going to use this particular library for my own production application once next week. So this video is going to be useful for myself as well. And if you are going to update your migrate from Appcenter to this particular library, I'm sure this video is going to be very useful for you as well. So if you no, let's start. Now, what is this and why we need to do this? So I'm going to go back to reiterate my concepts, right? I'm going to go to this and I'm going to go to readme, remove all these things. Okay. So here in the previous video, I discussed the same thing where I discussed everything about JS bundle, native code, etc. But I'm going to do it once more. Okay. So on March 31st, 2025, Appcenter is going to go down. So Appcenter is going to retire. So we can't use this particular Codepush solution, right? Now, because we relied on a third-party solution like Appcenter, a core feature like Codepush has been, literally been cut off. Okay, the only solution, other solution right now is to use Expo and to use EA services, which is also good. I'm not saying it's not bad, but we ourselves use a bare React Native project, and I know a lot of projects which still use bare project only without any Expo library. So this video will be the go-to one for bare React Native projects. Okay, right. Which means your library, like your app, doesn't have any Expo modules. Now, the second one. So how does this work, right? So why we need to do this? How does it work? So this will be helpful for the junior as well as the moderate level developers. So as I'm senior, I'm going to explain the architecture behind React Native, which makes this work. Okay. So we have two languages called what? So I'm going to go here and add scroll. We have Kotlin for Android and Shift for iOS, right? So here there is no concept, according to me, there is no concept called hot update or over the air updates. Why? Because by the rules of both Android and iOS stores, you cannot update the native code by over the air. And literally, there is no way to update as well. According to my own knowledge, there's no way to update it. But in React Native, I'm going to put this here. So in React Native, we have two code, like two parts. One is, I'm going to use this. And we have two parts. One is the native code. And another is the JS code. Okay, the JS bundle. What I will say is JS code / bundle. Okay, now as the name implies, React Native, right? So we used the JavaScript code, but we still use the native Kotlin and Shift in the what I would say in the underlying principle or the underlying code. Okay, I can't say it properly in English, but the underlying code. Let's say, for example, if you use a view tag, you are not doing it some way, right? You are literally utilizing the view tag from tags from Kotlin or in XML, and in Shift it's simply just getting the view from Shift or Objective-C. Okay, the native when you enter the view in Android, it will transfer to that. In iOS, it will transfer to this, and then the app will be shown, like the whole layout will be shown. Okay, now as I said, let's say if you use a camera library called React Native Vision Camera, it uses a lot of native code, and it even uses C++ to make blazing fast native experience. But for the JS code, for example, in this app, right? So let's take this is the JS side of things. I can literally go there and update it. I am not going to change any native code. Okay. Now what happens is at the when the app runs, all the JavaScript code will be compiled in the version of native, so the performance will be excellent. Right. If you see Instagram, if you see Walmart, if you see Amazon, some Amazon apps, all these apps have been made with React Native only. Why? They use the underlying architecture, which is the native code itself. For people like me who come from web background, the who know JavaScript and React JS very well, React Native will be very easy, right? For a while, after that, you have to still learn the some native side of things. Okay, now here, what happens here? You can by the App Store rules, you can't change the native code or any big part of the application, but you can change the JS code or the bundle to fix some critical bugs. Okay, so you can do that. Now we are like to do that, we can use a service called what? Codepush. Okay, so we can use a service called Codepush, which was provided by Appcenter before, and then now they are not available anymore. So we have to go for a custom solution, which we will use. I'll go here, which we will use this hot updater library in React Native to achieve this. Okay. So main question, like when I told that I'm going to make this guy, a person like a fellow developer asked the important question of will it have a UI which will make us manage all these things in the UI like in CMS itself. CMS is like a WordPress dashboard where you can manage the posts. In this way, we will manage the bundles, like you will force the update, etc. In the previous guide, no, the Strapi CMS, it uses Strapi CMS and it was too much. But this particular library automatically handles everything. Okay. So that's why I'm putting my full effort for this particular guide because I can use it in the future as well. Like now here, we are going to use this. To use this to do what? Now we'll come to a system design question. Okay, system design of React Native Codepush. Okay, I discussed this in the previous video as well. Here, system design, Appcenter code. How does Codepush feature works? So system design is always a question, and then we do it in an answer way. Now this is my style of answering. Okay, for the question, as I said, let's take you have a e-commerce app, and you hire an intern. He uses AI code, and then he simply updates it. And then as he was rushed to update the code, what happened was there was no testing in place, and then it broke an important part in the checkout screen. So what happens? It went to the review. Like let's say you will have the testing and all these things, but this was immediate update, and then you pushed it, and then it is available for thousands of users or millions of users. If the checkout screen breaks, all the app breaks because there is no facilitation of the payment. Now this is a critical bug. Okay, this is a critical mission, critical or a business bug. Business is not there because of mistake done by the intern. As humans, we will do error, and then as humans, we learn from that and rectify it and move forward. Okay, but app stores don't allow that. App stores have 12 hours to 24 hours waiting time so that the reviewer reviews it and it goes to the live to the end users. Let's take if tomorrow is Republic Day. Okay, it's now 25th Jan. Tomorrow is Republic Day. So now Amazon has a huge Republic Day sale. What if something like this happens? They would use crores. In India, it's crores. In US, it's millions and dollars of loss rate. So how can you solve this? Within a minute. So to solve this within a minute, you can use a solution called Codepush. That's why I'm diving more into this. Okay. Now, how will you solve this? Now Appcenter is out of question. So how do you make it your one? Now comes the three-part way where I will make this like fully in the system design one so that it will easily transpile to the coding part. Okay, first you have to understand the code, then do it. If you use AI solutions, you won't understand. You will just copy paste, and issues will like this will arise. Okay, now I'm going to go here. Here, what I'm going to do system design. Right now, what is the criteria or what is the requirement? Okay, so requirement. So the JS bundle needs to be uploaded to our own server. So I'm going to use this copy paste, and then the JS bundle needs to be uploaded to our own storage. Okay, and then it has to be okay. I'm going to copy this, and it has to be received by the user, received by user via the hot updated library. So how we can do this? Okay, now as a senior developer, you have seen the bug, you fixed it. Okay, so you fixed the bug. I'm going to copy this and paste it again and again. What is this? Okay, this is size. Okay, I'm going to copy this again. Sorry, to copy this again, paste it here. So as a senior developer, you fix the bug, and you generated the JS, generated the bundle. Okay, you generated the bundle, and now you you have to upload this to a server. So upload bundle, and then that bundle will reside where in our storage solution, and then with help of this particular library, with hot update, with the help of this particular library, we are going to get the bundle, update the app. Okay, within 1 minute. Okay, that's it. That's the overall architecture of this. I'm going to remove all this. Actually, okay, wait. Okay, so we are going to do this. Right, this is what we are going to do. So how we can do this step by step. Now, this app, you should, if you see in the previous video, this is how I ended the previous video, right? With the previous solution. Now, the same way, it's not anything different. We generate the bundle with the help of, let's go here, not here. Let's go to package.json. We generate a bundle, and then we upload it to the server, and then we use that in here. Okay, so to make this work, we'll go step by step. Okay, so to do this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this particular page, and I'm going to scroll down and then tap on this. Okay, I'll open it in another file tab. I'm going to do this. Before that, I will explain all this and move to directly to the code now. Okay, because understanding what we are doing without copy and pasting from AI code will be the sought after skill from 2025. Okay, so what is here? Hot updater, a self-hostable OTA update solution for React Native, and he is literally saying it as alternative to Codepush. Okay, now and he has given this. He says self-hosted. That's what I also want, because let's say if I move to some other solution and then they get out of business, or they close it, what my users or what I will do. Right, it's a core feature of my own app, and then supports both. That's what I want. Web console, I will show you what plugin system. We are going, like, you can also use AWS S3. I will show later, and supports new architecture. That is also main. Okay, so these things, this is our code. I will explain. Right, same way as I said. The first thing, we will install the library and move forward. So this is the system design. I'm going to put it here. You can take a screenshot. Okay, and then you can use it. You can first understand this. Okay, so theory is done. Now let's get into the code. I'm going to go here, and then yes, this is a very nice website. So I will click on quick start. Okay, no need this. I will go to plugin system. Actually, this will be confusing. So what you do? Tap on get started. Click on introduction. In here, I will read out the text, because you should know what we are going to do. Hot updated is an alternative to React Native Codepush that provides self-hostable OTA. OTA is over the air update, which I said, right. Over the air update is a bypassing of the Apple and the Android, like Google's Play Store system, but it is also permissible under their own terms and conditions. Where you shouldn't, you can see update capabilities for allowing you to instantly update your JavaScript bundle without going to the App Store. That's what he's saying, right? Now, motivation. Okay, he's saying limited to one significant trackpad. Yeah, this is true. Like in the Appcenter, it's slightly slow for people in India, right? Like I use my own work app in India. It's slightly slow here, but in US, it immediately updates, because the servers or the storage for Appcenter would be more located in US and Europe, and all these things he's saying now. Main thing is the freedom of deployment. I will show you now. Implement to meet this requirement. I introduced a plugin system. Sim configure. Okay, yeah. So all these things are there. Now I'll what we are okay, next step. Supabase provider. Okay, I'm going to discuss each and every step that is required now. So to do this, what you have to have now is I'll go to OTA updates. The first thing you need to do is you need to have a Supabase account. Okay, why? Because I'll go to Supabase, right? I'll go to Supabase, that project, my project. Okay, in this one, Supabase has a storage solution like Firebase storage, and then it also has Postgres and all these things which I will use in my future geolocation videos. I also used Supabase in my previous video as well, where I discussed the geolocation concept. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to literally set up this project. Okay, before doing that, I'm going to install this library. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my own project, paste it, install this library as a dev dependency. Once I do this, I'm going to use npx. Okay, before doing this particular command, what you have to do is you have to create a Supabase account and then create a project. Supabase is free to use. Storage is free to use up to an amount. And if you have thousands and millions of users, paying $25 or more and more to them is not a problem for you. Okay. So after that, I'll use. I'm going to go here. Like once you have done all these things, copy this command and paste it here. What will happen is you will be logged into Supabase. Hello from the enter. Okay, you can see press enter to open this one. What happens? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Go here, verification code, paste it here. I am now logged in. Okay, that is done. Next one, I'm going to initiate this project. That is the important one. Okay, what if you want to use AWS S3 or etc. Right? The future is going to add that, but for now, we just have the Supabase provider. But I really like this solution. That's why I'm more involved in this. Now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to select a build plugin, true, select a provider. In future, we'll have more Supabase. Yes, I already have organization and it's going to fetch the Supabase projects. Okay, for me, it's Jaldi, right? Like when it's in the random name I gave. It's getting the API keys. It's fetching the buckets. Here, it would be empty for you if you don't have any public buckets. To showcase that, I'm going to go to the storage. And here you can see the this is there, right? Like it's created a new bucket there. I'm going to let's take for this purpose. I'm going to do this. Enter your name. So hot update. Or no need Codepush. So Codepush. It's creating the bucket, and we got these two. I'll do the Codepush. It's linking Supabase. It will take some time. Okay. Now, okay, Supabase linked. Okay, so for the password. Okay, so for the password, it is the password that you provide when you create the Supabase project. Okay, remember this. Right. Now, okay, I wanted, okay, two things. Okay, I will go one by one here. I don't want to go fast. Now, whatever the password that you have, you have provided before. So to get that password, go to home. Actually, go to project settings. Here, in this one, here. Okay, this one. You should remember this password and then you have to enter that password there, or else it will not work. Number two, there are some. Before doing this video, I just tried this setup up, but I ran into some issues. To fix that, what you have to do is go to this one. Okay, this particular one, Supabase docs local development. Go there, and what you have to do, if you are in Mac OS, brew install that, and then one more thing is here npx Supabase login. Okay, you have to do that. You have to do let's take in the fetching projects, right? It didn't work for me. For some reason, it didn't work. So I had to again log in, and then it works, right? So these are the two steps to make the Supabase work properly in the CLI. Number two, we got something like desktop, the prerequisite for local development and all these things. These guys, the output is given. So to do that, what you do, you install Docker in macOS. So 4 years back, I think Docker was not available for M1 Mac. Now it is available. So you install, if you use Mac, I use Mac M1. So you use that, you download it. And then once you download it, go to Docker, search Docker, open that. Okay. Simply just open. Okay. Just make it run. Okay. 4 months ago, I tried to use the Microsoft Azure server, the Codepush server. I didn't get any success because the documentation was very bad. But this one will work. Okay. So now that is up and running. This Docker is up and running. Okay, I'm going to close this. You have to create an account. Everything is free. Whatever I'm doing now is free for a set amount. Now I will do it again. What is this? Hot updater in it. Metro, Supabase. Yes. Fetching the projects. You will get the projects. I will enter the product correct one. It's this one. It's getting the API keys. Fetching the buckets. It's what? Codepush. It will link the Supabase. Now it will get asked the password. I'll enter the password. Okay, connecting to remote database, it will do. And then it will deploy the edge function because Docker is running. Okay. Okay, everything worked. And it says what? Let's see keenly what he's saying. I will copy this and I will paste it here. Update server, something random things are here. So I will go here. Okay, I'll showcase this later. Right. And then if I go back to the storage, you can see Codepush is there. Okay. That's one. Codepush storage is there. Now generated env, generated this one. Okay. So if I go here and then if I see this, what is this? I have the env file with the required anon key and then the Codepush, the bucket name, and then the this URL as well. Okay, like URL of my Supabase database, right? And then one more is what he is saying. He is saying of hot updater.config.tss. Yes, the TypeScript file. This what it automatically did everything for us here. Okay. To be frank, that's it for the setup for the backend. Right. Now let's go back to the documentation. Documentation is the key. You can also see this deploy edge function, deploy a Supabase function, all this. We did everything here. How it works. Now, main thing is also the env file should remain secure. Okay. So that one. And then you can take care of that. Next one is the deploy. So I'll go to deploy. So all these things are here. Okay, but before that, we have to make proper changes to the JavaScript code for the native code as well as the JavaScript code, just like the previous video. Now I'm going to go here, and then in the I think it didn't say this. Okay, deploy. Okay, click on Supabase provider. Okay, sorry. What do you do once you do these things, right? Supabase provider, sorry. In the getting started, you have to tap on Supabase provider, and then we did this with these three things. If I scroll down, we also got the config.ts, and it's already available here. Now, if I scroll down, add a hot updater to your project. Okay, what do you do? Copy this again, and then go to app.js. Right now I have stack, custom Codepush. I'm going to comment this out and then I'm going to go here, paste it here. Okay, hot updater and all these things are here. Hello world and all I don't need. I will use my name itself. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to get the project ID. So what is the project ID? I can get the project ID in the .env file. So the project ID is this. Okay. So what is this, right? This one, I will explain each and everything here. So if I go back to the app, he says doesn't seem to be linked. Okay, that is true because I think I didn't do pod install. I will show you what. Okay, I will explain all this and I will run pod install so that it works. And the model doesn't exist. Yeah, I think he made a mistake. Model doesn't exist. So it should be model from this view also. view text, everything in. You should update the documentation. So I'll go here, put this. So let's see if it works. Okay. In Android it works. In iOS, I think we need to make some changes there. I will show you what to do there. Okay. For this, actually here I'll use the same things that these guys used it here. So okay. Okay. My name is there. We'll put my name as very big. So font family, normal font, and font size as 16. Oh, sorry, 20. Okay, right. I don't like the color. I don't like the base color in Android, so I'll use black. Okay, right. Now let's see each and everything of what we are doing here, and I will explain. So in the app.js, this is the normal app.js, but this is something called HOC, which is higher order component in the root or the main part of the project. Okay, so the app.js is the main part of the project, and then what I have done is I have wrapped the app.js component with the higher order component. Okay, now what is this source? Source is nothing but this edge function. Okay, what we'll be doing is whenever a new update is passed, like once I will go to that step, but I will explain what this code is, right? When a new update is passed to the, like let's take a bug has been found for the checkout screen. I'll go back to the system design. Okay, yeah, bug has been found, and then we fix the bug and generate the bundle. We upload the JS bundle to the Supabase storage, and then how can the last part is receiving by the end user. So how will he receive it? How will he know? Okay, in the previous video we use something called when the user. Okay, this is confusing, so I'm going to do this. When the user taps on the button check update OTA, what happens? It will check the server. I'll check the JSON file if it has an updated version, and it will get the bundle, and then it will update it. Right, that is one way. This way, everything is automated. Okay, so when we update, when we create the bundle and when you update it in what I would say is automated way, this particular server will grab that one and will increment the version on itself. Okay, once it increments the one version, and the user let's say he closes the app and he opens the app, it will automatically get the update, and then what I would say is make changes, and the checkout screen will be properly functioning. Okay, all this will take the senior developer with finds the issue, fixes it, and immediately does the command in the command prompt, which I am going to show, and it will go to the storage. And once the user uses the app, it will update immediately. Or with respect to his network connection, it will update in less than 10 or 30 seconds. So within a minute, your business is literally saved, or business is back. Okay. Now, request is nothing but security, right? Random people can't go and access this. So let's say if I access this, what happens? Let's see. I access this, and it say missing bundle and all these things, right? So if you can also update the request header to that, so that only authenticated users access this. That is how the security comes here. That is done, right? All these things are done. That's it for the React Native side, as said in this particular documentation. Now we'll go to add Babel plugin to your project. How will we do? We'll go here, go to babel.config. In the plugin section, copy this and paste it here, and in the presets, copy and paste it there. Okay, that's it. That's number step 5. Step 6 is adding the native code. So in order to do this, don't if you are using older version, use Java, but we use Kotlin, so I'm going to stick with Kotlin. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to main application.kt. So I'm going to go to Android app source main Java. I don't know, that should be Kotlin, but these guys are just having it as Java. In the main application.kt, I'm going to scroll up. Here we have the previous tutorials, native integration. So I'm going to comment it out, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, then next I'm going to scroll down, and then Here, I'm going to get the get JS bundle one. I'm going to copy this here. Same way. I'm going to comment this out. Use this here. Okay, done. That's it for this one. The Android side. Next one is the iOS side. For iOS, in the previous video, I mentioned about React Native 77, and in that previous video, I discussed the same thing about in React Native 77. They removed Objective C and added shift file there. Okay, so I'm going to show you both solutions now because I have two projects now. One is if I do this, so in this particular project right here, this is a project with React Native 77. This is the latest version, which was like released 4 days ago. And then what is this one? If I go to the package.json and what 73.8. This is a old project with 73.8. Okay. So for the Objective C for the 73.8, I'm going to go to appdelegate.mm. So I'm going to go to here appdelegate.mm. What is he saying? He's saying to update this. So copy this, go to the top, take this out, paste it here. Number one. This was in the previous video. Number two, go here. He's saying all these things are here. Now I'm going to go down and take this out, put this here. Okay. Actually, this was wrong. I shouldn't have that there. Okay. That's it. iOS configuration for React Native older version is done. For shift, I will tap on this. Same way. I'm going to go to what? This is the old one. The new one. Sorry. I'm going to go to appdelegate.shift. Go here. Copy this. Import hot updater. And then scroll down. Same. Bundle URL. You have to go to the bundle URL. This is the bundle URL. Comment all these unnecessary things and put this here. So this is for projects with 77. Right. Done. Everything done. Native configuration done. Supabase done. All this done. Now comes the important part where we have to upload the bundle itself. How to do it. Okay. Before doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, use cd iOS pod install. Okay. I think for iOS also I should do. So I'm going to do sudo npm run android. Okay, so that will happen slowly. Now we have to deploy this. How will we do? Checklist. Ensure this is there. Correct. Wrap your components. Correct. Register. Correct. Include network code. All done. Now comes the important part where we are going to bundle the Android and iOS, and then we are going to upload the bundle to Supabase storage, and then we are also going to have a custom CMS for this. Don't use this. Okay, don't use that. Use this one. Okay, I actually already made the command prompt or the required command. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this again. I'll go back to OTA updates. Here, I already made this. So npx hot update deploy. These things are there. Right? I'll explain what this is. Now I'll scroll down. This is the important one. Okay, always use force update. For some reason in Appcenter, if you don't use the -a for the first one, and if it's a critical update, it won't work. Okay, so force each and every one. Okay, to force each and every update so that you have 100% update ratio or update percentage. Okay, now prevent all skip all this. Come here. This one, copy this. So what is? I'll explain what this is. Deploy a first update for emergency purpose. This will immediately apply the update. Okay. And then target expression, I will explain all these things. Right. If you used Appcenter, you would be comfortable with this. Now, I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Paste it here. I will explain what these and all. Right. npx hot updater deploy -p of is it Android or iOS? It can be iOS or it can be Android. Okay, you can upload only one bundle at a time for iOS or Android. Okay, -t, which is the after that it should come, the version should come. So what is the version, and how you can find it, right? Now, wait a minute. So I'll go to Finder. Actually, the Finder, I will go to iOS and I will go to this one. Okay, I will show this. Okay, to find the version in iOS, what you do, go to General. You can see the version is 6.0.0. 6 is the my major version, minor version, patch version. Okay, that is the version that is saying here. So never use this. Okay, don't never use this. Use the exact version that you want, like which is live in the Play Store. For example, if it's 150, like you are in version 150, use 150.0.0. Don't use 150 or if you use this, then it won't work properly. Okay. Using the exact version is the correct method to do. Right. For Android, what you do, I'm going to do 5.0.0. Here. In the version name, you can find it. 5.0.0. Okay. Whatever you update, not this one, this. Okay. And then -F is the first. That's it. So what this is saying, out of or as usual. So I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Okay. If I go to Android, it already works. Once I do this, I will run the npm run OS. So we have two commands. One is this and one is that. Now I'm going to go here to the package.json, and then in here I'm going to use let's use upload iOS. No. Update iOS is to, I'll use comma here, sorry. I'll use this and then I'll use this. Next one, I'll use comma, copy and paste this. Update Android, this one. And it should be what? 5.0.0. Okay. The only out of part is for me, I always have to go here when I make a new update, go here and change this, and that's about it. Once I do the initial configuration correctly for the first time, testing it properly with 10 testers, then this is a breeze. Okay. What is this? Okay, I got it. Like this version, I have to remove this. No, there is no other way. So I'm going to use npm rm and then I'm going to remove it because, okay, I understand what is happening. So I'm going to use sudo what is this? Okay, I think the project, okay. Pod update is one. Let's do that. Okay, for Android, let's try. Now what I'm going to do, he says everything right. Now let's deploy it in that fashion itself. So let's try npm run and this. You can see once I did that, now this is a command itself. I can just run npm run update Android and it will update the app via OTA. That's simple. Okay, saying target app version is building bundles, building the bundle, and once the bundle is built, it will get uploaded to the Supabase dashboard. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, it will get uploaded. Now we'll go to the next step. Main part, which a lot of developers like myself want, where you can see what is happening in a dashboard. But this guy, whoever is, I think he has Chinchan. Sorry, on this. Sorry. This one. This guy has a Chinchan profile picture, but I can't spell his thing. You can. I don't understand his name. I love DX. I think it's developer experience. Thanks to him, I'm going to provide a follow. Okay. I can't sponsor. I'm not that rich to sponsor. Okay. But here I will scroll down. console, rollback and force update. Here I love this feature because in the previous video it didn't have this. I'm going to scroll down. These are all not required. Okay. Okay. Actually, it's required where you can add the Git URL and then to get the commit ID, etc. But it's too much. So now what I'm going to do is see in the let's see if for some reason. Okay, I think it got updated. Okay, so what I'm going to do, use npm run iOS. Then here, here it says build complete, metro, update complete, upload complete, update complete. I will show you what is happening. I will go to buckets. I'll go to Codepush. You can see in this one we have the bundle.zip. Okay, so now the proper bundle has been updated, and I will go to the database. The table editor. He has already created a table there called bundles, and everything is here. Okay, the ID, the platform, the target, and all these things, a file URL, everything is here. I will explain each and everything here. Now, for the security purposes, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and tap on that. Actually, I think it's a GET request where we can send the bundle ID, app platform, and app version. So that I have to see the source code, but that's too much. Now, let's see what is happening. Okay, React Native auto update. Did you forget to declare? Okay, wait. It's software song. Sudo npm. Oh, okay, wait. I understood what is happening. So I have to go back to here, app-delegate.h and remove. Okay, and let's have that. What is he saying? Close short. Word models. I don't need this man. Okay, so I'll use sudo npm rm this. Okay, remove this, and I will go to pod and remove that. Okay, cd ios pod install. This doesn't work. I'll simply use pod deintegrate to remove all the pods and reinstall all of them. Okay, so now we'll go back here, and I will also discuss whatever is in here. I'll remove this. Okay, now copy this. Okay, it has updated properly. Okay, I'll go here, use npx hot updater console. Press enter. Okay, the server is now running on this one. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to paste it here. You see, with the ID, with the like I tested it on my morning. Now it's 11 p.m. Now I tested it on my 12 p.m. Okay, 12 hours later. It has enabled, it has force update, it has message fix and all. Okay, and you can also enable it, or you can also do the force update. You can also do this. And now the funny part is, if I go here and do this, and if not this one, if I go here and do this and do this, okay, whatever is in the dashboard will be updated. Let's see, superb part. Here should force update is false, right? And then the version is 5.0.0. Okay, I'll change the fix at night. Okay, at night, and then I will do save. Okay, if I go to the dashboard, if I think there's something to refresh. See, super duper. Sorry, I went from English or Indian accent, but it's a superb solution to manage it end to end via CMS, via dashboard, via storage. We have everything within this one itself. So we have to reward this Chinchan user to for a superb solution like this. Okay, right. And we also have the commit test. So what is this, right? So what is this commit test? I will also explain that and explain this also, whatever is here. So whenever you push an update, okay, so I'm going to run npm run iOS, and then here I will create one more terminal cd, and then I will go into my project and run npm run update iOS. Okay, what is happening? This particular command is running this npx hot updater -p iOS 6.0.0. It is building the Metro bundle and then it is uploading it to the Firebase storage, which will also be updated in the Supabase table as a row. Okay, and then it will target the correct version. Right now, that's what we are doing now here, and then it will update here as well as it will update it in the storage solution as well with the help of this trigger function. So if I go here, CPU time, invocations, all these things are here. It says, okay, that's not a problem. Invocation. If you go to invocations, you can also get the logs. Okay, everything will be here. Details and all things will be here. Okay, you can see it. Now comes the one more part where you can attach your Git URL. So, for example, this Apollo Shard app is is uploaded to my private Git repository. Okay, so what he's saying, you can set Git URL. When you set the Git URL, the commit as will be clickable and redirect. Okay, I have not set it and I won't do it as well. But in the dashboard, like in the local dashboard, if you tap on this, you can see the commit as which is random here. But it will be the one. Okay, like he's saying that, but I don't understand if that is possible. But anyways, okay, right. So like you can attach it and you can try it for yourself, but I will not do it. Right. Now, let's say, okay, so the iOS bundle is deployed. Now, if I go here, refresh this, see, iOS is there. Okay. And then the iOS app has successfully built. If I go here, for what reason this is not coming back? So I'm going to go reload. Okay. So you can see doesn't seem to be linked. How? npm run iOS. Okay, what I will do, I'll lose the npm run iOS again, and I will run sudo npm run android again. Sorry. Okay, so both of the app will have both of iOS and Android will have the same text here. Okay, so the final step is what? The final step is to if I go back here, so we have generated the fixed the bug, generated the bundle via this particular command. So if I close all these things, and if I go back to package.json, so we fixed the bug, we generated the bundle and uploaded it with help of this. Everything is set up there and it's there in the storage. Next one, it has to be received by the user. Received, I think spelling is wrong. Received, I tweak with this. Okay, received. It should be received by the user and the app should update. That is the final task. So, and in order to do that, what we'll need to do is in our main component, we'll attach this and we have provided the source of whatever the Supabase one. And then we can also attach request header there. Okay. Now, the final part is to see if this is working or not. So, I'll go back here. For some reason, this 14 Pro, right? What is this? Yeah, I'll close this. I don't understand why this is not working. So, open, right? For what? Right? Okay, for Android it's working. For iOS, there's some issue with the build. Okay, let's see. So the last part would be what? So I'll go here and then in this dashboard. Okay, the final one is this one. So here similar release build. Since hot updater does not say same way, you need to test in release mode as shown below. So this guy is also saying how to do this, right? How to test it in real mode. Okay, so for this, what we are going to do is we are going to use this React Native Run iOS release mode. Okay, for what? This is not it. We will open this. Right? Okay, let it not work. Okay, it's correct only. Let it not work. Now what I'm going to do, let's see. Okay, he's saying dev is true, auto updater is supported only in production. So as the same criteria in the previous video, we have to use a production build for this tool. Okay, to simulate that, I'm going to go here and then I'm going to take this out, remove this, remove. Okay, delete. Now I'll do this 10 p.m. Oh, sorry, it won't work here. Sorry. Let's see if it works. Yeah, so it will take some time for that to work. So the other APIs would be like you can literally by default the force update is false, the bundle is download but not applied under the user restarts here. So what we can do is we can handle it like this. Okay, so like we can make the user tap on the hot updater dot reload. Okay, and then the app bundle will refresh so that the update is being properly set in the app, and then the run update process. We can also use this. Okay, so what he's saying, what is this? Reload on update is true. Okay, when a force update exists, the app will be automatically reload. Will automatically reload. Okay, so I'm going to use that here. So I'm going to go here and then I'm going to use reload on force update. So reload on force update of true. Okay, once I do this, okay, that I will do like true because the update should be immediately propagated because the checkout is not working. You have to do it right. The next one is this use update store. I can also use this. The last one is this wrap, which is nothing but a higher order component, which I mentioned above. Okay, it's an advanced concept. Like you have to learn to do this. You have to learn so that learn about this if you are a beginner to apply this concept here. Other than that, the final one would be this Supabase provider. Like this is what we did all along. Okay, and then he would add all these things later, I think. So GitHub provider, self-hosted provider. But for now, the Supabase provider, he did a fantastic job and it works properly. The main thing is you have to check the security of this on your behalf on how you will attach the env files and then all these things. But yeah, so running script bundle, I think it should be done. I don't know. Okay, so to conclude this particular video, what I'm saying is you have to do all these things. You have to get the Docker file. You have to understand what edge functions is and how the trigger works when what I would say a file is being uploaded here, and then it adds as what I would say a row in the Supabase table with all the required details in the columns. Okay, main thing to use the force and then the message, etc. Right. So just understand this complete system design logic so that you can do it on your own. Okay, so let's see what is this. Okay, it's running. It says running. Okay, you can see what is happening. I'm going to close and reopen. Okay, if I do that, you still have to use in test flight, but I will definitely do it. Okay, it says that updating. Okay, it immediately updated. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. Okay, so here, okay, I'll do one thing. Wait, so here I will use my full name, but the thing is, it will get reflected in Android, but not in iOS. So now see what I'm going to do. If this works, then yeah, we did it. I'll go here, use the same thing of what is this? npx run, sorry, not npx, npm run update iOS. Okay, what will happen? A bundle will be generated for iOS and it will be uploaded to the Supabase storage as well as the Supabase in the table. And then I'm going to close and reopen the app. What will happen is this is a production build. Okay, so whatever I change, this is a development build, but this is a production build. If I close and reopen the app, and if the update is properly applied here, then it works properly in iOS. And in Android, what you have to do is generate a production APK either put it to the Android Play Store for the internal build, or just do it within your internal circle with the Firebase app distribution, and test it out. Okay, so the this thing is properly uploaded. Now I'm going to close. So this updating and all these things are there, right? It is because like we have added this fallback operand. Now I'm going to go here, open the app. Let's see what has happened. This is a production build, but still testing should be properly done in test, right? So updating. It's updating. You can see. Good. You can see. We got it. Okay. Now, to conclude this video on a happy note, proper App Center, Microsoft's App Center alternative is being successfully implemented on the real time here. Okay. You can rewatch this video again and again and implement this feature for your own application. And then serve this to millions of users, or thousands and millions of users around the world. Okay, if you do like this video, do like, and if you want more videos like this, please subscribe, so that I will be more motivated to do more like this in the future. So thanks a lot.